Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your man Knowledge here, back at another Real Talk video. I want to speak on Diddy's son getting a scholarship. It's a lot of different videos around. A lot of people have different opinions about it, and some people saying he don't deserve it. Some people saying, the dude does deserve it, and it's just a lot of controversy around it. And before first of all, I want to tell you, brother, congratulations. Hey, you can get yourself a scholarship or whatever, get it. And following that, I want to say, I'm a brother that, I got a football scholarship. I was one of the, for y'all that don't know me personally, I was one of the top athletes back in 2004 to 2005 as far as football in this country. And I was able to give me a full ride, full scholarship to Howard University, go Bisons. And I know how hard I had to work to get that. Brother, coming out in the city, it's tough because you got so many cats that can play ball. You say you play ball and you good, it's like, oh yeah, really? It's like there's so many dudes that can play. And I know I had to work really hard. I never was a straight A student. I more or less was like a B student. I never really was a person that did real good in math. I'll barely get out of that joint, maybe with a C. Science really wasn't my job. I was real good in English. I would always get an A. I'm a great writer, but I had to really step up my game and really work hard to be qualified, pass my SATs and everything. I had to work really hard to give myself a scholarship. Not only that, perform right on the field and make sure that my stats and everything stayed up. So, I know the difficulties of actually getting a scholarship, especially in today's economy. But, a lot of people kind of upset about it and saying, oh, well, maybe he don't deserve it and, blah, blah, blah. And, maybe the cat, I've seen him play, and I know what colleges look for. The dude's pretty fast, I've seen him play. The scholarship, I don't know. But then you got to look at it, it's Diddy's son. When let me tell you people something. When you have money, you have the resources not only to know people, but to pull strings and get your kids where they need to be at. Also, you gotta look at where he went to school at. There's certain scouts that will scout out certain schools, more or less, especially out here in California, more or less like in the Valley. If you in South Central, Inglewood, Long Beach, around it, yeah, scouts come, but it's very hard for the inner city kids to get scholarships, especially playing sports, because they just don't come out there like that. But that plays a big part into what school he went to. And let's keep the shit funky. Him having Diddy as his father did play a part in it. I think about, a cat like Lil Romeo. For y'all that don't know, Lil Romeo got a scholarship to USC playing basketball. Now, I've seen a lot of cats, just within my neighborhood and just everywhere, that will eat Lil Romeo ass up to pieces when it comes to playing ball. And I know there's other factors. It's not just about being good. It's about, can you play team ball? Are you academically right? Do you have a good attitude? And a lot of times, all those things get put to the side, and people just think, oh, well, to get a scholarship, I have to have, my athletic ability has to be so great. That's only half of the part. There's other factors that play into part with it. But I know a lot of people that eat this guy up. They got academics is right and they can play ball. But you don't think Master P, new USC coach, you don't think he went down there and talked to him and got in good and pulled a couple strings like, hey, check out my son. Now, I'm not saying neither one of these brothers can't play ball, because they could. You're not gonna get to the college level and you can't play for shit. They do have some talent, but I think what a lot of people are upset about is that you got people who, parents are barely making it. Maybe they busting their ass, on the field or the basketball court or whatever, or just in the classroom. You don't necessarily have to just get an academic scholarship for playing sports. You can get an academic scholarship, and you don't hear about that, but you hear about celebrities and and their kids going to college. And I think it's a little frustration from people who just are the average Joe trying to make it, and a lot of these kids are getting looked over because of maybe a uppity, middle class white school that might be in a different neighborhood. But when it comes to the hood, a lot of times these scouts are not coming out. They're not giving a lot of scholarships to, the inner city. And if they do, you have maybe one, no more than two that actually get it. So I think that's where the frustration comes from. But, I'm not hating on the guy, I mean, do I think his father played a part in him getting it? Absolutely. But I'm not going to say that, the brother is whack or, he doesn't deserve it because, hey, if you a young black male in this country, rich, poor, or super poor, you're going to have a hard time in this country. That's just the way it is. None of us are immune to racism and prejudice and everything else that comes with, being an African American in this country. But, that's all I want to say about it. I want to congratulate the brother. I'm not hating on him or nothing, but, I do think for a lot of these scouts out here, y'all need to start giving, people who really deserve it, really are out there busting their ass, go to the inner cities, go to, schools that, might not have a lot of promotion, but have, excellent players. Help them brothers out because, I know, it was extremely hard for me to, get a scholarship. It was tough. And if you're going to offer a scholarship, make sure it's a full ride. I can't think of how many colleges wanted me, but they wanted to give me a partial scholarship or, I had to come up with a certain percentage. Make sure it's a full ride because people are struggling nowadays and can't nobody come up with no goddamn $5,000. I mean, so many. So I remember I got accepted to Michigan. Michigan wanted to give me a partial scholarship. LSU, that I had a full ride there. Utah, Houston, it was a school. I forgot the name of the school. But they wanted to give me a partial one. So I mean, I know the difficulties, but give these people a full ride. Let's start helping out some of the people in the inner city. Because whether you want to like it or not, Diddy's son was going to college regardless. Diddy can pull out $50,000 out of the crack of his ass and pay for his kids to go to school anyway. So, he was going regardless. And another thing I want to add is, watch your back out there at UCLA. I doubt this video even gets to you, but like I said in my other video about when I was talking about the colleges, UCLA is not accepting black folks to their school. But, when they feel like, you can give them that football power or basketball power, they can, sell jerseys off you and put that dollar sign on you, they'll let you come to their university. But your average Joe, just like I was telling y'all in my previous video, I have a friend that has a 4.0 and couldn't get accepted to UCLA. So watch your back out there, brother, because UCLA is one of the most racist universities here in America. So, that's just a little advice from me. But I'm out, y'all. Peace.